Okay. Well, I just told the team that one of our great boosters just came up to me after the game and said, "Well, the good thing is, JR, you've got something to work on tomorrow." And the reality is that's what preseason is about. You know, we haven't played a perfect game yet this year. I doubt we'll play a perfect game at any point this season. We'll strive for it. But the preseason is designed to challenge you and test you and see where your weaknesses are, what are your strengths. And we clearly have things that we need to continue to work on and grow. We also clearly have some things that we do pretty well. I was proud of our rebounding effort tonight, and at times we move the ball really well. We've just got to shoot the ball better from three, and we'll continue to work on that.
Coach, what do you think some of those things you have to work on are?
Well, we need to be able to penetrate the paint, and when our threes aren't falling, we've got to be able to do something else besides just continue to shoot the three. And so I think when we turn on the film, we'll see that there was a lot of opportunity to penetrate the paint, not just from the top. We were kind of designing stuff for Kennedy to penetrate. But I think when we turn on the film, we'll see that the rest of us had opportunities as well, and we need to take those opportunities in the half-court offense.
Not a lot of drives into the paint, but had a lot of good entry passes to paint, especially to Maya. Did you think that was a place you'd be able to attack this zone coming into tonight?
We did, yeah. I mean, we wanted to be able to put the ball on the floor as well. We wanted to be able to get to the ball into the high post. Maya finished extremely well. Our guards did a nice job of finding her, and she had some great touches near the basket.
Maya, career night for you in points and rebounds. So just said you had a lot of nice looks in the post. Maybe just talk a little bit about your night, and did you kind of feel like you were having a big night out there as it was unfolding?
Not really. I just continue to do what I do best. Coach Jay just told me to keep finding those open spaces in the zone, and I just kept moving, and I knew Kennedy was going to find me. So I was just like really working to get my team open and just have them get open shots. But I just play to play. I don't really worry about the numbers. I'm glad that I finally got a double-double, but, I mean, it's great. But, I mean, we just got to worry about Navy coming in Sunday.
I haven't talked to you since the preseason, and I know you had talked about you were working on trying to bring more than just a three-point game into this season. Was tonight a good example of maybe some of the things you've been working on about trying to be a bigger paint presence for this team?
Yeah, I've been trying to incorporate some low-post a presence, but it's really been working out for the best. I just got to keep working every day in practice, and then outside of practice just getting shots up and stuff like that. So
it seemed like maybe the energy wasn't there in the first quarter, and you take the timeout. What did you talk about in the timeout, and how did you see the changes evolve?
The biggest thing we were talking about was transition defense. We like to transition. They also like to transition, and we knew that. And so we just weren't communicating as effectively as we needed to do transition defense-wise. They continued to get people open near the basket. I think we were more concerned about shooters on the perimeter. But that's something that is easily pretty fixable, just in film study and then making that adjustment. But we did talk about penetrating more and getting back in transition.
Coach, there was a number of times tonight where your team would take a lead, San Jose would make a little run, cut it close, your team would respond. On the one hand, I'm sure you're happy your team responded, but is maybe another one of those things you worked on or want to work on going forward is maybe more consistency within a game, making sure there's not those ebbs and flows against an opponent like this?
Yeah, I mean, we would open it up a little bit, and then they'd hit a three. I mean, what they ended up with 14 threes tonight, almost 40% from the three-point line. So it was hard to break it open when we kept giving up threes. And so that's an area, I mean, that's learning. If that is their biggest strength from the perimeter, we've got to make sure that we understand we're not going to be able to open up a game if we keep giving up threes. So we've got to be able to have good offense, good defense, good offense. We've got to be able to go back-to-back with good positive possessions.
Kennedy, you got to 1,500 points tonight. Was it something that was on your radar? Did you know about it? And then, just talk about continuing into the second half and really picking up, the scoring for you.
I think I knew I could get it, but I mean it wasn't like my main concern. But I mean I think the team relies on me to get the offense going, and the first half I think I only had like 4 points, but I didn't have that many assists either. So the second half I think I came in and tried to get to the basket, and I draw a lot of attention, so I try to get my teammates the ball from there. Maya has really good hands when you drive Peanut. Ani ran a couple times in transition, so I was just more so thinking to get my team involved and to push the ball and see what we could get out of it.
Kenny, along those lines, you're inching a lot closer to that all-time assist record after tonight as well. Is that something on your radar, and is that in any way a more meaningful mark just for the nature of the stat, the way it's kind of more of a team-oriented stat?
I mean, if I get it, cool. If I don't, cool. I don't really care as long as we're winning games. Really, I'm just more competitive than anything. So if we can win some games and I get it, cool. If we win and I don't get it, cool. If we lose, that's not cool. So just trying to get us some wins, and if I get the record, I get the record, but I don't really care.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks, y'all.
Thank you.
Go Buffs.
Go Buffs.
Go Buffs.